Okay, so now we are recording. It's showtime. All right, so happy January 10th. We are starting our first class for level 6B in 2023. So the first order of business is to welcome everybody to the class. You have arrived. Fantastic. And we're going to get to know each other by talking about our lives in the Boston area. So maybe some of you have just arrived in Boston, maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. Some of you maybe have been here 20 years. I don't know. But everybody has something in common. Every one of us, myself included, lives here now, but has come from somewhere else. I grew up in the area, but I have lived overseas as a foreigner. So I worked about 10 years in another country and kind of lived my life as an immigrant, and then came back and had to learn to be an American all over again. But you'll get to know me later. That's my story. So all of you have come from somewhere else, and you have arrived here in Boston. So you all have something in common. That's what we're going to do for an ice-breaking event, ice-breaking exercise. Who could tell me what this word is? It's a phrase. Americans like to use this phrase, an icebreaker. Who could tell me what that means? Anybody? You can raise your hand with, okay, yes, Gracie.
Okay, it's a kind of, it's to start to know each other and get easy and, relax and then.
Perfect. Great. You got it. You got it. So you ever go to a party and you see somebody you want to talk to, but you don't know what to say?
Yes.
You need an icebreaker. What to talk about. So we're going to start off with a little icebreaker, and we're going to talk about our lives in Boston. So after we do that and get to know each other a little bit, I'm going to teach everybody about this program, our school, Centro. So some of you have been with the program for a while. Some of you are just starting, but I always like to review, reminding everybody who we are and what we do. Then we'll go over WhatsApp and Google Classroom. Most of you seem familiar with both, but I still like to review. We'll take a break. Our break is always 10 minutes, so you can step away from your screen, grab a cup of coffee, talk to your kids, do whatever you need to do. So that's a 10-minute break. Then we're going to learn about using this tool, brand new word, a thesaurus. It's a hard one to pronounce, a thesaurus. It's going to be a great tool that you use this semester with your academic reading and writing. It's like a dictionary, but different. You're going to learn all about it. And then we're going to describe our emotions using a thesaurus and go through a few of those exercises. And at the very end of class, you'll see why my background is a pizza. But I'm not telling you why till we get to the end of class. Okay. So let's begin with the icebreaker. Okay, everyone. So here we are, fresh faces. We're going to be friends. We're going to get to know each other. You're going to see each other several days a week. You've seen the schedule on Google Classroom. And here's what we all have in common. It is January in Boston. So what I wrote here on the slide, in order to get to know each other better, take turns telling the class how long you have lived here and where you lived before you came. So that's, to keep it simple, you could say, hi, my name is Frank. I'm from the Dominican Republic. My name is Anila. I'm from Pakistan. My name is Sam. I'm from South Korea. That's an introduction. But if you really want to practice more English, talk a little more and identify challenges or cultural differences that you've seen apart from the language. So, of course, learning English is difficult, but living in another country is like becoming another person. It's like teaching a fish to walk. Cultural differences. What cultural differences have you experienced coming to Boston? All right, take a moment, relax, and when you want to begin, you can raise your hand like this by turning your camera on and raising your hand, or you could use your hand raising emoji. Take a moment and think. Let's just have a moment, little silence. Take a moment. Oh, okay, I see two hands up already. All right. Oh, I see three. Okay, oh, I see four. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got a lot of people ready to talk today. Okay, so I'm going to start with, okay. Okay, so Bibiana, I think your hand was up. Then I saw Gracie and Anila, and then Leonardo. Okay, so many hands are up. Okay, let's start with Bibiana and then Gracie, and we'll get to everybody. Okay, Bibiana, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, if you're in a position to turn your camera on so we could see your face, that's perfect. But if you're driving, if you're driving or walking down the street, I don't want you to crash the car. So if you could turn your camera on, that's perfect.
I'm not driving in this moment, but I was leave my daughter in the school.
Okay. Okay. So yes, good. As long as you're not driving, please keep the camera on.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Viviana. I'm from Colombia.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm here from 2019. I'm from Bogota City, the capital, Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
The Colombia capital, and I'm 37 years old. I have 2 kids. My challenge here is learning English, learning about this culture. Have been different for me. Have been little hard for the cold. Yeah. Even Bogota is cold, but no than here.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's it.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Bibiana.
Thank you.
Gracie. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Gracie Sanchez. I'm from Dominican Republic. As you know, I am a Hispanic speaker learning English. I've been here for 14 months and I feel really comfortable in Boston. I like Boston, I like transportation, I like everything. Sometimes it's cool.
Wait, you just said you like the transportation in Boston?
Yes.
I think you're the only person in this city who will say that.
Because
there's so many problems
right
right now.
Country.
Okay, good point.
You see, if you compare it, this is great. This is perfect for me. I don't have a car and I don't need a car now. I think perfect.
Okay, everybody complains about the trains, the traffic, the buses. This is the first time I've heard anybody say anything nice about this city's transportation. I'm just like, whoa, really?
Wow, they don't know Dominican Republic. My God.
Okay.
Well, I feel really nice in Boston. I like Boston. It's me.
All right. You know, I think I got an idea. The city should give you a job.
Oh, that's great.
No, this is my idea. This is my idea. I'm going to see if I can call Mayor Wu and say, I have a student named Gracie, and she's going to make everybody appreciate really appreciate the MBTA. So when
Yes,
people are standing on waiting for the green line or the orange line, which, catches fire sometimes and kills people,
yes, yes.
and everybody's angry, Gracie will stand there and say, excuse me, you don't like the
I'm
trains
happy.
here? Go to the Dominican Republic. You'll miss the trains in Boston, and then everybody will be very happy with the trains in Boston. That's my idea. The city should give you a job. To
Someone
say
will
nice
kill me.
things.
Someone
Everybody,
will kill me because they really fight about the transportation. When I see that, I say, okay, they are fighting, but I'm really happy. It's
oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, thank you, Gracie. So Gracie is very happy here in Boston. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Anila, I think you had your hand up next.
Hello, my name is Anila, and I live here in Boston from 13 years, and I have 4 kids and my husband. And the challenge here is for me living without my family, my siblings, without my parents.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing, hard for me. Thank you.
Thank you. I think a lot of people here will have share that same experience when you're in one place and your family is in another.
Yeah.
I think most people in this class probably are experiencing the same thing.
Yes.
Where's the bird? You're 2 birds, right? Where are they? I don't hear the
Yes.
birds.
Yeah, I have 3 birds.
3.
They are
Okay.
quiet right now. I don't know.
Okay. Usually I hear in the backgrounds, but
Yes.
okay. Just making sure the birds are okay. All right.
Yeah, they are
I never
okay.
ask you about your kids. I only ask you about your birds, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And Leonardo, welcome, my friend.
Thank you, teacher. My name is Leonardo. I'm from Colombia. I think I really like Boston. I had been here for 1 year and 10 months, like almost 2 years. And I really like Boston because this city has a beautiful way to living with art and culture. Like in my country, sometimes it's difficult to go to the museums or to watch the good pictures. But here, Boston has beautiful museums and beautiful cultures too. And for that reason, I like this place.
Very nice to hear. Very nice. Well, here's a quick question. Have you been to Medellin?
I'm from Medellin.
Oh, you're from Medellin. I heard
Yeah,
like 5 years ago, there was a lot of museums that opened and murals. I don't really
in the
know.
street. Yeah,
Murals in the streets now.
Yeah, it's the artists make volume people, like fat people. He's Botero.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
But
about.
this is the only one that we had like famous, really famous.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's amazing. You need to go to Medellin and visit that place.
All right. Maybe we could all visit someday, and you can give us a tour.
Yeah, right now.
All right. Let's see. A lot of hands up. Franetis, Miss Ventura. Am I saying your name correctly?
Franeris.
Franetis. Did I get it?
It's okay.
Franetis.
My
It'll take me
name,
a little while.
yes. My name is
Franeris.
Franeris Ventura. I'm from Dominican Republic. And I have been live in Boston for 4 years. The difference this in Boston is the transportation, the food, the clouds, the weather. For me, is everything different. But I love that difference because for me, it's better than my country.
Well, since you're from the DR, just like Gracie, I have to ask you, do you like the transportation here?
Yes, I love.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So the city needs to give all Dominicans a job saying nice things about Boston's transportation. That's
Yes.
everybody. Okay. Let's see. Lots of hands up. Lots of people to meet. Oh, and here comes some more people just arriving. Fantastic. I see Julia's hand up. Julia,
Hi,
hello.
nice to meet you. I'm Julia. I'm from Ukraine. I have been here from 6 months. I moved when the war in Ukraine started. I never planned to live here, but life gave me this opportunity. And challenge for me, it's leave my family and relatives, and of course it's language. It's a main problem. But I want to say that people here are very kind and tolerant, and they understand when you have problem with adaptation here, and that's it.
Okay, well, we're very thrilled to have you, Julia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
I see lots of hands up. Clary, would you like to go next?
Hello, yes, it's okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Clary. I'm from Dominican Republic, and I have been living here for 5 years. Any cultural difference that I can say is here in United States, we give the gift on December 25, but in my country, we give the gift on January 6th, and only for the kids. The adults don't receive any gift.
Oh my goodness. You have something in common with your new friend, Julia. Julia, if you're in a position to turn your camera on, would you turn your camera on, please, Julia? If you're not, it's okay. Anyway, you can see her profile picture. So Clary, Julia, Clary, guess what you both have in common?
Yeah,
Hi.
Julia, tell Clary how many Christmases you have in the Ukraine.
2.
Ukraine actually has 2 Christmases for that very reason. They have the 2 national holidays, Christmas and Christmas.
Oh,
Tell us why, Julia.
I didn't know.
Because we have 2 culture, Christian and I forgot how it will be
I'll give
English.
you the words. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
you have the
Oh,
I'll give you. So now I'm getting fancy. I'm typing words on the screen. But hundreds and hundreds of years ago, there was something called this is my history teacher brain. I'm going to pause my English teaching and go back to my world history class because I taught a bunch of different stuff. So there's a event in world history called the Great Schism, and it's just at the turn of the 12th century to the 13th century in Europe. The Orthodox Church split. The Greek Orthodox Church split with the Roman Catholic Church. And that's called the Great Schism. Hard word to pronounce. But the Roman Catholic Church in the West celebrated Christmas on December 25th. And the Greek Orthodox Church celebrated Christmas on January 6th. And the Ukraine is right in the middle of all that. So as Julia was pointing out, they get, instead of saying, we'll pick one Christmas, let's just have it twice. Why not? Let's just have 2 Christmases. I love that, by the way. I absolutely love that. Christmas and Christmas. And I bet if I was a kid growing up in the Ukraine, I would really be happy.
Yeah, and another thing is about the weather, because in my country all the year is summer. So it's a big difference when you come here because it's really cold for winter.
It is cold. It is cold. But I bet some people don't find Boston that cold. Some people might be from colder climates. But so far, I think You have Pakistan, Colombia, Dominican Republic. For most of the class, Boston is pretty cold. But let's hear some other stories. Veronica, welcome. Tell us all about you.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I'm almost 26 years old. I'm from Dominican Republic too, and the transportation is better than my country. It's true.
Okay.
And I've been here for almost 5 years. It's better than my country, but I prefer my country. But here we have better opportunities. We can get more jobs and something like that.
Mhm.
But I prefer to be in my country.
Mhm.
I miss family.
Mhm. I have a feeling that a lot of your classmates feel exactly the same. Definitely happy to be in this country, make some money, put all those dollars in and keep it in a U.S. bank account, but
Yeah.
would probably be happy living the life somewhere else. If that's what you're feeling, you're absolutely not alone. Not alone at all, Veronica.
When I get maybe a lot of money and I make my business, maybe I'll come back to my country.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give everybody a word. Veronica, it sounds like you have come to this country to do this. Who knows what that word means? You want to be, this is a noun. You want to be an, who knows that word?
Well,
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Who can pronounce it? I'm challenging
Entrepreneur.
it. Yes. Who was that? Who was that? That was the correct answer. Who said that? Whoever
Me,
said that, that
Anila.
was it. Anila, yes, me. That's correct. So an entrepreneur is somebody who takes a risk and starts their own business. So yes, that it sounds like that is your desire, Veronica, to become an entrepreneur, to start your own business. To do that, you need friends, because when you have your idea, you need people to invest in your idea. So try to make as many friends as you can to sell your idea. So speak English and talk to as many people you can. And then one day, if you get enough people believing in your idea, you can have that investment.
yes. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. So if you miss class, you might not make the friend who will be the investing partner in that business.
Oh, really?
Hope that's motivation.
Yeah.
Let's see, who have we not heard from? Anthony. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, everyone. Hello, teacher.
Welcome.
Thank you, teacher. My name is Anthony. I'm from Ecuador. I've been here in Boston 3 years. I like Boston because you can meet people from different countries and you can learn about different cultures.
Good point.
In Ecuador, in New Year, we have the Año Viejo. That means we made or buy a life-size effigy or dummy that represents the old years, and to burn it at midnight.
Sorry to interrupt, Anthony. If you're okay, would you turn your camera on so they can see you while you speak?
Okay, teacher.
Thank you so much. Unless you're walking down the street or driving a car.
A little.
Beautiful. There you go. All right. So tell us everything about New Year's in Ecuador.
In New Year's, we have a tradition. We did like adults.
Dolls, DOLLS, dolls.
Yeah, and we burn it at midnight. And
Nice.
that represents the old years.
Sounds good. Fantastic. And we have plenty more people to hear from. Israel. Welcome. I think
Yes,
you were
sir.
you were the first person in class. You were that first face that popped up. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. How are you?
Thank you.
So my name is Israel. I'm from El Salvador, and I have lived here for 10 years. So I like here because everything is better than my country. Because my country, we have lack of resource, a lot of people, and we don't have enough resource for everyone. So we have to try to look for a better future and another
Mhm.
side of the world. A lot of people from El Salvador live here, live in Europe, live in South America, so trying to look for a better future. So
That's interesting. You've been here 10 years. There's a lot
yes,
that's
sir.
changed in El Salvador while you've been living your life here. Have you been back, or have you been here the whole 10 years?
No, I haven't lived here whole 10 years. I have visited another state, but
Mm,
mostly only live here.
mm. Okay. If you do go back, it'll be like walking into another planet, because you'll be a different person, and very likely the place you left will be quite different as well.
Yeah, exactly. In the beginning for me it was good because we have the same money too. We have the dollar in my country, so that was not changed. But now it's a big difference between here and there because everything is too expensive, and the money in my country is hard to get.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Let's see. I'm looking around. I think, have we heard from everybody so far? Did we finish? 1, 2, 3, 4. Israel, Julia, Bibiana. Am I missing anybody? I think we got everyone. Yes, beautiful. So excellent.
Right.
So now, wait, I didn't miss anybody, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Valentina,
Oh, wait. No, I think we just met Valentina. No, we met
Xiomara,
Veronica.
Laura.
Oh my goodness. Veronica. I was confusing Veronica with Valentina. Wait. Oh, no. I saw a bunch of people just joined us. Okay, Letitia, we got 3 more. Here we go. Shamara, Laura, Letitia. Shamara, good to see you.
Hi.
Welcome back. I know you're
Nice
busy
to
with the
see
kids.
you.
I'm not going to ask you to turn your camera on. How you doing? Just say a few words to all your new classmates.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Nice to see you again, teacher, and new a lot of person. I been here in 2008. The difference in my country is a lot with this country because in my country.
Tell us where you're from. Remember?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm from El Salvador. I forget. I'm from El Salvador. I live in Boston. I have 2 kids. In my country is a lot of difference with this country because for example, the hospital is a lot. And the work too, because I took the last class in my country, the people have to work 7 to 5 p.m. and they only want $10 for the day. This country, you have more money. Yeah, the hospital you have to wait more than 1 or 2 hours for the nurse attend you. Yeah, for me it's better this country because they have a lot of opportunities and for live too.
All right. So Israel, you've been here 10 years, and guess what? It's like nothing at all. Shamara came from El Salvador. She's been here, what now, 14 years almost, 15 almost.
Yeah, and I don't speak English very well, but I try.
Everybody says that. We understand you.
Yeah. Thank you for standing.
All right. Laura and Leticia, so double L. Okay, let's try Leticia.
Hi,
Hello.
my name is Leticia. I am from El Salvador. I've been living in Boston for six years. for me, the challenge more difficult apart of the language for the cold because my country is very hot. I born in an island. In the island, the weather is very, very hot. But for that it was my big challenge. The weather is all.
Okay. You're not alone. Let's hear from Laura. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Laura. I'm from Colombia. I've been living here for almost 2 years. And I like Boston because I like to live in the US because you can know people from different countries, from different cultures. And I really like that. And also I like Boston because I like the environment around the students. Because Boston is pretty known for the education. And I like the fact, that the best universities in the world are here. And because it's a safer city than my city. I like that.
Okay. Oh, tell us where you're from. What city?
Medellin.
Oh, okay. We were just talking about that with Leonardo. Okay, so 2 students from Medellin. Okay, fantastic. All right, I don't think we've missed, I think everybody has shared now.
Valentina is missed.
Valentina. Okay, Valentina. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm so sorry. Valentina.
I'm not gonna talk anymore.
I thought Valentina already shared. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 V's. All right. I think Israel just wanted to hear your voice again. We could save that for after class. All right. So this is what I do at the beginning of every semester. I introduce our school. Who are we and what do we do? So I'm going to ask you this question. Who are we and what do we do? Who would like to volunteer to answer this question? Anybody? Now, if some of you have had my class before, you might remember the answer. You can raise your hand or just use the hand raising emoji to answer the question. Who are we and what do we do? This is our title. Who are we and what do we do? Take your time, no rush. Was that, I think I see a hand. Yes, I think I got
teacher.
it. All right, I think, yes, Freyantes was first. Go for it, Freyantes. Excuse me.
For me, teacher is a place where help people and immigrant for learn English, for help the people improve by himself or themselves.
Okay, a place where people get help.
Yes.
Okay. Who else? Who was next? Was that Veronica or who? A lot of people. Viviana.
Yes, teacher. I have to hear that is one center for. I see one like another or second opportunity, independent that you are old for learning. Yeah. For learning and another opportunity for learning English, for grow up, personality, just for learning everything.
Okay. Let's see, who else wanted to share? Anybody else? Veronica, did you had your hand raised?
No, but I can say something.
Go for it, yeah.
I think it's a place where the people learn English. It's a place where that gave us opportunity to learn English, that help us to get in to the university, to the college.
Mm-hmm.
It
We
helps.
definitely do that. We definitely do that. Anybody else?
Teacher is like a community because it's not just about language, it's about knowledge, skills. Sometimes they can help you for job, for psychology, I don't know, insurance.
Yeah. Now you're all correct, but I can guarantee you there's a simpler way to answer this question. You can answer the question in one word. El Centro is a, what's the word I should put there? I'll give you a hint. What is my job?
Is a school.
Teach.
Where do teachers work?
School.
College.
Yes, school. El Centro is a school. So what type of school? This is adult education. And it is a school. Every semester, I've taught here for 3 years. And right around the second year, I started beginning the semester with this. What are we? We are a school. So I am a teacher employed by this school. And that means that you are all what?
Students.
Correct, correct. So today, if you didn't know you were a student in school, when you woke up this morning, take some time to recognize that. You are a student in a school right now. I want to ask everybody, did you know that when you woke up this morning? If you didn't know, now you know. You are a student in school. So what does that mean to be a student in school? Anybody?
You're learning something new.
Correct, you learn
English.
Yeah. What type of responsibilities, routines do students have?
Come to class.
That's correct. What else?
Do our homework.
That's
Assignments.
correct. Yeah. You come to class, you do your assignments, you talk with your teachers, you talk with your classmates, you stay involved. I always remind everybody this because many people from level 1 all the way to level 6 don't always consider this to be a school. They just consider it to be this place where a bunch of nice people teach English. It's a school. So since you are a student, you want to start thinking about your schedule. The reason I put the schedule in Google Classroom, it's a lot of work to be a full-time student, especially most of you have families, most of you have jobs. You're going to be balancing your schoolwork with your job and your family and your life and your hopes and dreams and all this stuff. And it is my job to help you manage everything. So if you don't remember anything else from today's class, just remember this is a school and you are a student. So before we go into our 2 platforms, I'm going to show everybody the website for our school. What kind of school doesn't have a website? No school. So here we are. If you've never looked at our website, this is it. All right. So we've done plenty of talking. Now we're going to practice our reading. Do I have a volunteer to read this first paragraph? Who would like to volunteer? Let's go with Bibiana.
Catholic charities, El Centro has provided intensive results-oriented ESOL construction for low-income immigrants in Boston for over 16 years, combining comprehensive academic and wrap-around support service. El Centro brings students from the lowest levels of English language learning to college and workforce readiness.
Beautiful,
The
beautiful.
service.
Let's stop right there. So let's take a moment to do what's called unpack this paragraph. So there's a lot of new phrases in there. What do you think this acronym means? ESOL.
English seconds of language.
You're really close. You're really close. The E is English, the L is language. What do you think the SO means?
Other language.
Seconds.
Yes, yes. English for speakers of other languages. So that's all of you. Everybody is a speaker of another language, learning English. It's a little bit different from ESL. So you're fluent in another language. Most of you have come with a skill set and very likely an advanced degree from another country. So, but coming to the US, you're relearning how our society works, practicing this language, and starting fresh. And many of you are doing this in the middle of your lives. Who knew at 65 years old, you'd be learning a new language and a new career to start a new life. So that's all of you, starting fresh, speakers of other languages. So the two objectives that we have, particularly in this class, we are focusing on college and workforce readiness. So you want to have one of two paths, college or workforce readiness. So when you finish this class in May, one of those two directions has got to be your target. And I want you to start thinking right now, what is it that you want? College is college, continuing on into higher education. But what is workforce readiness? That's a little more complex. Who can answer that question? This word, workforce readiness. What does that mean?
It's like our something we learn for special things, like our jobs. We can choose our career, like which one we can go for, and there is some courses or something we can do.
That's correct. That's correct. I'll give you an example of workforce readiness. Student just finished last year after starting with zero English, and I mean zero from level 1. He'd been with the program several years, came all the way up to level 6, did not choose college, but is now working to be an apprentice and become a union carpenter. That means building as a contractor, building buildings. He started with zero English, went through our program, and is now able to navigate this country effectively to work in a trade that he wants. Another student finished last year at level 6B, is an entrepreneur and is starting her own beauty salon, learning all the paperwork to start to open up a business, to apply for a business license and get investors and talk to clients. All of this is workforce readiness. So whatever it is that you have as your goal, when you come to class, you want to be thinking about one of two things. You're not here just to practice your English. You've got one of two objectives. You're either getting into college for further higher education, or you are getting into that career that you want. So it's January now. We've got January, February, March, April. By May, you've got to have an objective, a direction that you're going. Which one is it? Are you looking to go into the workforce for a better job, starting your own business, or moving into college for further training and skills? One of those two. So I always like to begin the semester with that. You are not here just to enjoy a free English class. Yes, it's nice, but the free English class is for a reason. It's we're getting people to move in some trajectory, some direction in life. So right now, think about what it is that you want, college or workforce readiness. And if you don't know, you've got time. It's only the first day, but that's what you want to think about. What's your goal? What is it that you want? Why are you here? Excellent reading. Who will be the next volunteer? Oh, I see 3 hands up. Let's hear from Viviana.
Again,
Yes,
Viviana.
No,
Israel, you can go next, and then Anthony. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're muted, Viviana.
Me or Israel?
You had your hand up. That's the only reason I
I'm
called.
sorry, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. Anthony.
Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
These services are open to learners without restriction or language proficiency, age, or residing, impacting their ability to earn a living wage and attain economic stability and self-sufficiency.
Excellent, excellent. So let's unpack this phrase right here. What is economic stability and self-sufficiency? Stability, self-sufficiency. Those are some good vocabulary words. What does that mean?
That is when you have the enough resource to living.
Correct, correct, correct. So yes, a school like ours is very, very, very important for this country to function. As you've noticed, we are a diverse country. People come from different backgrounds and have opportunities. But we need programs to make sure that people who arrive to start new lives and eventually become part of the society can be self-sustainable and build their own communities. So that's essentially what we call in America the big picture. So this is a fact. Everyone here, quick question. If I were to arrive in your country, would I be able to take a class like this and learn your language for free several times a week? Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know.
No.
It's very unusual. So everybody think about it. Why would there be funding for a program like this? Why am I able to get a free English class to get into college or to improve my skills to get a better job? Because we believe that everyone who's come to start their lives over deserves economic stability and self-sufficiency. And that makes us a better society, a better place. This becomes a better place to live if people are more educated and self-sustainable. So that's why this program exists. So think about it. Everyone here has won the lottery. You get a free class and lots of opportunities, and you get to meet a lot of great people, make new friends. It's fantastic.
Yes.
That's why I like this job.
Yes.
Next paragraph, here we go. More about this program. Actually, we'll skip this paragraph. College and workforce readiness. This is the more, we've been around since the 1950s, but this is what we do in particular with college and workforce readiness that some of you might want to start thinking about. One volunteer for this paragraph, college and workforce readiness. Yes, I see Gracie.
College and workforce readiness. Since July 2016, El Centro has placed over 200 students in college and serious vocational training program. The program strives to bring students from the lowest level of English language learning to college and workforce readiness. How can I say that?
Oh, no, you said it perfectly. And this word I
Okay.
will actually correct you. Strives, that means aims, strives.
Yes.
Yep. And then
the workforce readiness must El Centro student graduating from the highest level start the program at low level and move up.
That's right. So yes, I'm not, so yes, that's essentially reiterating what I'm talking about is a lot of, you either want to get into college or get into some type of training program or start your business, start your career in some direction. So by the time we finish in May, and I talk to you about, so did you like the class? What did you learn? I'll get feedback. I say, which lessons did you enjoy? Any things you would change? And I'll say, so what are your plans? You don't want to say, I don't know, teacher. I just like to practice my English. No. You want to have a purpose in life. Have a purpose in life, because it's happened before. Some people forget that there's a reason they're here. So have a direction, have a goal. College workforce readiness. And I'll say it again and again. This is one of the more exciting programs that we have started. It's the IT program. If you are not college bound and you feel that you are comfortable on the screen communicating and working and say, you know what, I think I might have a future in information and technology. I want to learn more. This is a great opportunity after the semester. Who would like to, well, actually, no, it's time for a break, but you can start thinking about the IT program after the semester. So there are a lot of IT is information and technology. We have a partner school that trains people for IT jobs. It's very, very intensive. And it means you have to come and get a lot of training, but that might be an option for you for workforce readiness if you're thinking, maybe I don't want to go to college in the summer. So plenty of options. Get familiar with the website. I'm actually going to show you more of our options right here. And here's our WhatsApp group. I'm going to post our website on the WhatsApp group before we take a break. Here we go. Okay. All right. So time for our break. The website is on the WhatsApp group. Let's take a 10-minute break. This is when you can step away from your screen, grab a cup of coffee, do what you need to do. Okay, I'll see you all in 10 minutes. Whoop. Okay, so one thing I want to stress is that my working hours are 9 to 5. That's when I'm officially working. Generally, I will be checking my WhatsApp, the group WhatsApp, around 8 o'clock in the morning till just after 5. And if you send me a message in the evening, it's very likely I won't be checking it. So I turn off those notifications in the evening. So if you send me a message at, say, 8 o'clock at night, I've had some students send me messages that say 11 o'clock at night and then wonder why I don't respond right away. If you're sending me a message after working hours, if I'm still getting some work done and I see it, I'll quickly reply. But generally, I will just reply the next morning. So if you have a question for me and you message me after 5 o'clock, expect me to reply to you the next morning on the next working day. So Monday through Friday, that window from say 8 a.m. to just after 5 p.m. Those are my working hours. So that's when I will be responding to you. So heads up, if you're messaging me late at night and I don't respond, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean I am ignoring you. It doesn't mean I don't care about you. It just means that I have a life. That's it. So with our WhatsApp group, we have 2 types of messages that we send. One is a DM and one is to the group. So most people who live on their screens know exactly what a DM is. Who could tell me?
It's private message.
Yes, and it's DM stands for direct message.
Direct message, yeah.
Direct message. So the first day of class, well, actually the first week of class, I like to go over what message belongs as a DM directly to the person you're speaking to, and what message is appropriate for the entire group. Let's take a look. So here's the same question. When is it best to send the teacher, that's me, a direct message? And when is it okay to message the whole class? Who can give me an example for both? Let's start with the DM. What should be a DM? Who can think of an example?
If we have teacher any appointment or we miss the class or we need some information about something, so we can DM you.
Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yes.
I have a question, teacher, but I have to send you by DM today.
Okay, that's a good demonstration. So does everybody notice that Gracie says, I have a question, but I'm going to ask you privately later. And she said, my question is not everybody's business. That's exactly what I want everybody to think about. So yes, some questions just for me, and as a professional, I should not be sharing with the whole world. I should not be advertising this to the entire world. So that's why we want to practice a direct message and versus information for the whole class. So that's a great example for Anila and Gracie just gave. Information that only I need to know, that's a direct message. And information for the whole class, what might be appropriate as a group message, the entire WhatsApp group. I just gave one to the entire group. And there's another one. Tomorrow, you will meet my colleague, Ashley. She also just gave a message to the entire group over the weekend. So if you look at Ashley's message and you look at my message, what do those two have in common? So you can pull up level 6B, spring 2023. Ashley's message is about what?
It's information about, I think, the free text prep. It's work for all of us, so it's good to know everyone.
There you go. Tax preparation. So learning about the American tax system. So everybody who's working and needs to file their taxes, that's helpful for everybody. That's appropriate. It's helpful for everybody. My message was the school website, so everybody can learn more about the school. These are appropriate messages for whoops, go back to my slide, for the entire group. So if something is relevant to the class in general information that everybody should know, then it could be a group message. If it is private, personal information, then it should be a direct message to me and me alone, or to Ashley, my colleague, the teacher you will meet tomorrow. So let's practice. Let's get a volunteer reader. Very common message.
Teacher, this link is not working. Please resend. Thank you.
Should that go to the whole class, or should that go to just one person?
The whole class.
Correct. Correct. Yes, because that's very often I might send a link and it, there's one or two characters incorrectly pasted there, and we need to know. Oh, I'll say right away, oh, thank you very much. Try this. Boom. So yes, very common. Just let me know right away. You can send that to the whole class. Excellent. So that's an appropriate group message. Okay, let's get a volunteer to read this one. Let's find somebody we haven't heard from for a minute. How about Valentina, would you like to read?
Yes, teacher. Dear teacher, I've been in the bathroom all morning. My stomach is also very upset. I don't think I will be able to turn in my homework on time today.
All right, so direct message or message the whole class?
Direct.
Absolutely. And now this is funny, but after years of doing this, I get all kinds of personal messages shared with the whole world all the time. So always remember, when you wake up in the morning and you speak and you're getting ready to speak English and you're not quite thinking in English, it's very easy to just go, I can't come to class, my brother's in jail, boom, and you told everybody. I can't come to class, I'm in the hospital, boom, you told everybody. Personal information, direct message me. Think before you type. Let's hear from somebody else. I see a lot of, let's see, Julia, would you like to read the next one?
Yeah. Teacher, I got the letter from USCIS. They told me I have 30 days to leave for the country. What do I do?
All right, direct message or tell everybody?
It's direct message.
Absolutely, Julia. So yes, very personal information. Do not tell the whole class. So, and that's the type of thing you want to tell me directly. And then it's my job to contact the right people to help you in this type of situation. So personal stuff, don't tell everybody, just let me know. And once again, if you message me, if you're panicking, you're in you have an emergency, if you message me after working hours, after 5, I won't be checking it, but I will do my best to check the next morning. Okay. Good. All right, so we're moving right along. Here are 2 tools that I'm going to introduce today. There are 2 fantastic tools when studying this language. One is this, a dictionary. And the other one is a little harder to pronounce, a thesaurus. Most every language has this. Not every language has this. English has both. Who could tell me what is a dictionary?
Where you can find the definition of the words.
Absolutely correct. It's a book where you can find the definition of a word. Who could tell me what is a thesaurus?
Can I see in the dictionary?
Good guess. A thesaurus.
First time, teacher, we hear this name.
I know. That's why. That's my job. That's why
Yeah.
I told you I was going to teach you something today. So this is what I'm teaching you. Okay. This is where you find definitions. What does this word mean? And this is a book you will use to find, and here's another word that's also difficult to pronounce. Synonyms. Everybody say it with me. Synonyms.
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 It sounds like we're cooking, adding cinnamon, but it's different. Synonym. Synonyms. Exactly. So a synonym is a word that has the same meaning or a very similar meaning to another word. And right now, if you look at the WhatsApp, I'm sending you the origin of the thesaurus. Where does a thesaurus come from? Take a look right here. So, using the tools of WhatsApp, I've shared the story of Peter Marc Roget. So, here is what I just shared in the WhatsApp group, and I'm going to play it right here for everyone. Why would there be a book of words that mean the same thing? Why would anybody need that? Well, here's how it all began.
ECVO started as my college project.
Ignore the commercial. Okay. So Peter Marc Roget. If you go to the library and you look at a big, thick thesaurus, you'll see that name, Roget's thesaurus.
Peter loved lists. Lists of Latin words, lists of ideas, lists of elements, weather, and plants. Words, Peter learned, were powerful things. And when he put them in long, neat rows, he felt as if the world itself clicked into order. If only all the ideas in the world could be found in one place, he thought, then everyone would have one book where they could find the best word, the one that really fit. Peter carried this idea with him like a secret treasure. When Peter grew up, he gave lectures with the aid of his big book of word lists. but he wanted to share the power of words. So he published his book. This was the very first thesaurus. Thanks to Peter Mark Roget, today you can always find the right word.
All right. So just about 30 seconds long. That's it. Peter Mark Roget was a teacher in the UK, and he would give speeches, and he realized that when he was giving lectures in class, he was using the same word again and again and again. You sound pretty boring if you say, how do you feel? I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Don't you have another word you can say? Can't you mix it up a little bit? You want to build a bigger vocabulary when you're communicating. And English has a whole lot of words. So it seems unfair that we have more words in this language than in many languages. And also every year, new words are added to the dictionary, believe it or not. 2012, the word selfie was added to the Oxford English Dictionary. I think it was 2018, non-binary was added to the dictionary. So every year, new words are added to this language. Some languages stay the same. English moves constantly and is expanding. And some words that people use in our daily lives, and some words people stop using. So the way my grandfather talked, he would use words that nobody says anymore. So it's always changing, and that's how a thesaurus can become a very useful tool. So that's the video I just shared in a WhatsApp group. Why am I giving you a thesaurus? Because I want to test it out. Here we go. When we express ourselves with a thesaurus, we can have a lot more flexibility with how we communicate. We're going to work on emotional vocabulary. So words of emotion. Who can give me a word of emotion? How you feel? What's going on in your head, your heart? Anybody?
Afraid.
Afraid. Beautiful. So this is an online thesaurus. And I put in afraid. When I press enter, you're going to see a list of synonyms. Boom. These are all synonyms. Look at all those choices you have. If you're feeling afraid, you might be feeling anxious. You probably know the word anxiety. Apprehensive. What I like about the thesaurus online is that it color codes the words. Words that are more commonly used and more identical are in the red. The yellow are loosely flexible. And some of them are not just words, they're also phrases. So who knows this phrase? Have cold feet. I want to learn to play the piano, but I have cold feet. That means you're nervous, you're afraid of starting something new. Petrified, that means very afraid. So we've got lots and lots of choices. Let's get another emotional word. Anybody, just shout it out.
Happy.
Happy. There we go. Lots of choices. Satisfied, delighted, jubilant, upbeat, content. These are great synonyms. Let's get one more.
Sad.
you say bad or sad?
Sad.
Sad. Very nice. Bitter, heartbroken, melancholy, depressed. These are all excellent choices to mix and match in when you're communicating. So I'll use this throughout the semester. Just remember thesaurus, Thesaurus. And now I'm going to pivot to our Google Classroom page for our first activity. So,
Teacher,
yes.
thesaurus, we can use it like on Google, like if we need it. So how we can use it?
Well, a thesaurus is a physical book. That resource I used was just thesaurus.com. Whenever you want. So, yep. Whenever you want, just type in thesaurus and you'll get several resources, just like a dictionary.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a question. Does Urdu have a thesaurus, your first language?
Yes.
Books. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So here we are. All right. So this is the schedule I posted. Here is the link for my class Tuesday and Thursday. Tomorrow you will meet with Ashley and everybody. Yes. Yes, everybody here was able to show that they could use Google Classroom. Now I'm going to post something else in the stream. The two primary features of Google Classroom we'll use are the stream and the classwork feature. And the stream is public. That means everybody can read it, just like a group chat. And classwork, those are individual assignments. This is so, we'll call this homework. I'm not going to post homework today. I'm going to post an assignment for everybody to try on the stream, so communicating publicly. So I am going to post a list of words to express emotions, and I titled this Emotional Vocabulary. Now, after watching these two videos, you see me posting the conversation. Describe the situation with one or two of these words from the vocabulary list. Now, you're probably wondering what videos, what situation. I'm showing you right now how to post on Google Classroom. In our slides today, I've got two videos we're going to watch. Here's the first, here is the second. If you are familiar with American football, this is a current event. Who could tell me who this gentleman is? Who is this young man? You're going to find out right now.
We're following some late-breaking and upsetting news out of Cincinnati tonight. This is actually something that's just happened at the Monday Night Football game tonight between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. It happened right before the top of the hour. It was in the first quarter of the game. A safety for the Buffalo Bills named Damar Hamlin, who's in the number 3 jersey in white there. He made a tackle against another player, and then he fell to the ground. We'll show you that again. He tackles the gentleman number 85 in the dark colored jersey from the Bengals. He stands up and then he collapses backwards. Mr. Hamlin is 24 years old. Again, his name is Damar Hamlin. He's been in the league for 2 years. after he fell over backwards here following this tackle, he was unresponsive thereafter, which immediately became clear it was quite an emergency. First responders came onto the field, including in an ambulance. Players surrounded him and knelt on the field. Medics administered CPR for what ESPN described as, quote, many, many minutes out on the field. He was given oxygen. There was one report in the New York Times that he appears to have been given an IV, although that is unconfirmed by any other source. We're following some ESPN reports that the NFL commissioner. So Mr. Hamlin's status at this moment, again, is unclear. He is 24 years old. This game is suspended. ESPN reports that the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, is in contact with officials. We're following 5 p.m. So Mr. Hamlin's status at this moment, again, is unclear. He is 24 years old. This game is suspended. ESPN reports that the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, is in contact with officials on site about how to proceed tonight, whether they're going to restart the game. Hard to imagine that they will. But this was just an incredibly scary moment tonight. We will keep you posted as we know more. But joining us now is William Roden. He was a longtime sports reporter at the New York Times. Mr. Roden, thank you very much.
So what happened, and what are some emotional vocabulary words we might want to use? What's the story? Take a moment to think, and you can, oh yeah, go for it, Anila. While you speak, I'm going to be posting these videos. Go for it.
Yeah, he got very bad injury.
We're following some late.
Yeah. Like, I think they use the scary words, like scary. The injury was, so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. And he got, at that time, the oxygen he needs.
So that's a good start. That's a good start, but it's more than a bad injury.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go for it. Let's keep all together. What happened? Yeah.
He had a heart attack while he was playing.
His heart, it was more than a heart attack. What was it?
It's a kind of heart attack that he had in that moment, but I don't know how to explain it.
Well, when you have a heart attack, it's when your heart is really struggling to beat. This wasn't quite you can have a heart attack and be conscious. You can actually know when you're having a heart attack. It's like, I need to go to the hospital. That wasn't it. What happened to this young man?
You are right.
You're close. It's his heart. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know exactly, because I have been following that case from the moment, and I don't know how to name that, but it's
well, what happened to his heart? Because he had to be revived.
Yes, he lost oxygen. He couldn't have, for a moment, he didn't have oxygen. He couldn't breathe.
His heart actually, the heart beats, and then if the heart stops beating, yeah, that's actually what happened to this young man. He's only 24 years old, but his heart stopped.
Yes.
And while millions of people were watching, and then his heart was revived, and he was taken to the hospital.
Yes.
So very, very scary. And this is part of American culture. This time of year, most Americans are watching football on TV, and we watch this young man, his heart stopped right away.
Yes.
And it seemed like a routine moment. It was, nobody did anything wrong. He just made a regular tackle, the way the game is played, and his heart stopped. So we're going to take our time and start looking at emotions to describe this. Now, the second video I'll show you later is this one. He is in the hospital. He is alive. People were able to save his life on the field in front of everyone. And they actually beat the Patriots in a very close game last week, Sunday, actually. So there are a lot of emotions going on, and you need vocabulary to express these emotions. So let's learn some vocabulary. Here we go. What I have done here is I've put 2 videos on a Google Classroom page. Next class, when we meet on Thursday, I want everybody to share what you thought and what words you would use to describe the situation. First, when his heart stopped in the middle of the game, and then 1 week later, when he was conscious watching his team. There's a lot going on. And I'm going to ask everybody to remember to write in complete sentences. Don't just list a word or 2. There we go. So that is my challenge for everybody. Now I put right here emotional vocabulary. Here are some emotions we might want to look at. That's sideways. Let me just open it up and turn this chart around here. There we go. Lots and lots of words here. So there we go. Big chart to look at. I need to make this bigger, actually. There we go. There we go. Great big chart full of words. What might be some feelings, some emotions that we could look at? We have anger, hurt, confusion, fear, and below are synonyms of all these different words. What I'm going to do right now is put everyone into breakout rooms, and I want you all to try to describe the situation and on your own use appropriate vocabulary. So describing emotions, watching somebody's heart stop, they almost die, while millions of people are watching on TV, but they don't die. What words would we use to explain this story and use appropriate vocabulary? So that's a challenge for everybody. I'm going to make 3 breakout rooms right now. Here we go. Okay, please join your breakout room. And everything, all this information is on your Google Classroom page.